Welcome to our channel. In this video, we delve into the captivating yet harrowing story of the People's Temple, a once promising movement that took a dark and tragic turn. Join us as we journey through the rise of the People's Temple, its transformation under the charismatic leadership of Jim Jones, and the heart-wrenching events that culminated in the Jonestown Massacre. The People's Temple was founded in Indianapolis, Indiana, during the 1950s by Jim Jones. It started as a diverse and socially progressive church, advocating for racial equality and fighting against social injustices. Jones's charismatic personality and passionate preaching drew people from various backgrounds, fostering a sense of community and hope for a better world. As the People's Temple expanded, Jim Jones moved the congregation to California in the 1960s, seeking more significant opportunities to put his ideals into practice. The church gained popularity and garnered praise for its community services, such as providing food, housing, and assistance to those in need. Despite the People's Temple's outward image of social justice, a darker side emerged behind closed doors. Jim Jones became increasingly controlling, demanding unwavering loyalty from his followers. Allegations of physical and psychological abuse within the church came to light, raising concerns about the well-being of its members. In the 1970s, Jones relocated the People's Temple to Guyana, South America, establishing the infamous settlement called Jonestown. Initially conceived as a utopian community, it quickly turned into an isolated and tightly controlled compound. Jonestown's remote location and Jones' manipulation of information isolated the members from the outside world, leading to an atmosphere of fear and dependency. On November 18, 1978, the world was about to witness one of the most devastating events in modern history. On that fateful day, the People's Temple's darkest chapter unfolded in the remote settlement of Jonestown. As the morning sun rose over the Guyanese jungle, the tranquility of Jonestown concealed the impending horror. The members of the People's Temple, led by Jim Jones, were unaware of the tragic fate that awaited them. Little did they know that the events of that day would forever change the course of their lives and leave an indelible mark on history. In a carefully orchestrated plan, Jim Jones initiated a white knight scenario, warning his followers of an impending invasion by hostile forces. He declared that death was the only way to escape the perceived threat and preserve the purity of the community. Faced with an unimaginable choice, hundreds of members obediently lined up, some voluntarily while others were coerced, to drink a lethal concoction laced with cyanide and sedatives. The horror of that moment is beyond comprehension. The world watched in shock as the news of the mass suicide, also including the murder of U.S. Congressman Leo Ryan and several journalists who had visited Jonestown, spread across the airwaves. In just a few hours, over 900 lives were lost, including innocent children. The Jonestown Massacre remains one of the most significant losses of American civilian lives in a deliberate act prior to the 9/11 terrorist attacks. The aftermath of the Jonestown Massacre brought profound grief and sorrow to the families of the victims and survivors. It also sparked increased scrutiny and awareness of cults and the dangers of unchecked charismatic leadership. The People's Temple in Jonestown serve as a stark reminder of the potential consequences of blind devotion and the need for safeguards to protect vulnerable individuals from manipulation. As we conclude this journey through the story of the People's Temple, let us remember the lives lost and the lessons learned. It is essential to maintain a critical eye, promote education, and encourage open dialogue to prevent such tragedies from happening in the future. If you found this exploration of the People's Temple and the Jonestown Massacre enlightening, Please like and share this video to spread awareness about the complexities of cults and their impact. Subscribe to our channel for more thought-provoking insights into historical events and their lasting influence on our world.